Good morning, ALS learners. Welcome to Learning Strand number 2. Our learning competencies for this day are recognize alternative ways of addressing an issue, list down several options in coming up with a decision, and identify issues affecting family and society. We'll study a lesson module for today. What is happening to our environment? Let's see what you already know. Answer the following question. Each question, I'll give you at least 5 or 3 seconds to answer. Choose the answer on the options above the question. Question number 1. Global warming and acid rain are some of the major blank problems that we are experiencing today. Question number 2. Also known as greenhouse effect, is a condition where gases gather above the Earth, preventing heat from leaving the surface of the Earth and warming the planet. Question number 3. Blank is rainfall that is believed to have caused the decline of many forest ecosystems. Question number 4. Blank adds pressure on the environment to produce more resources. Question number 5. Blank is the destruction of forest due to excessive logging. Question number 6. It is the presence of harmful substances that are released into the air by cars and factories. And the last question for your letter A questionnaires is number 7. It is the leading cause of ozone depletion. Let's check your answers if this is correct. Number 1 answer is environmental. Global warming and acid rain are some of the major environmental problems that we are experiencing today. The answer in number 2 is global warming, also known as the greenhouse effect. Global warming is a condition where gases gather above the Earth, dropping heat and warming the planet. The answer for question number 3 is acid rain. Acid rain is rainfall that is believed to have caused the decline of many forest ecosystems. Number 4. The correct answer is overpopulation. Overpopulation adds pressure on the environment to produce more resources. Number 5. Deforestation. Deforestation is the destruction of the forest due to excessive logging. Number 6. Air pollution. Air pollution is the presence of harmful substances released into the air by cars and factories. Number 7. CFC or chlorofluorocarbon. is the leading cause of ozone depletion. Did you get all the answers correct? Very good. Let's continue answering what you have already know on questionnaires letter B. True or false? Question number 1. Family planning is a way of protecting the environment. True or false? Number 2. Recycling means decomposing organic materials to be used as fertilizer for garden plots. True or false? Number 3. If we continue to destroy our environment, we will further endanger the lives of all living things. True or false? Number 4. As an ordinary person, you have no part in the big task of protecting the environment. True or false? And number 5. CFC is the leading cause of ozone depletion. Now, let's turn to our next slide. If you get the correct answer. Number 1, true. Overpopulation affects the environment. To help protect the environment, plan your family. 2, false. Recycling is the use and reuse products over and over again. Decomposing organic materials to be used as fertilizer for garden plots is called composting. Number 3, true. Human beings and animals depend on the environment for resources necessary for them to live. Therefore, if we continue to harm and destroy our environment, we will further endanger the lives of all living things. Number 4, false. The big task of protecting the environment is started by ordinary individuals like you and me. And number 5, the correct answer is true. CFC or chlorofluorocarbon is the leading cause of ozone depletion. Did you get all the answers correctly or correct? Very good. Let's turn to our next slide and let's start our lesson. Before we start our lesson, just first listen the song Kapaligiran by Asin. Are you ready to listen to this music? Let's begin.
Wala ka bang napapansin sa iyong mga kapaligiran? Kay dumi na ng hangin, pati na ang mga ilog natin. Hindi na masama ang pagmulat at malayo-layo na rin ang ating narating. Masdan mo ang tubig sa dagat, dati kulay asul, ngayon'y naging itim. Ang mga duming ating ikinalat sa hangin, sa langit, huwag na nating paabutin. Upang kung tayo'y pumanaw man, sariwang hangin sa langit natin, matitikman. Mayroon lang akong hinihiling sa aking pagmanaw, sana ay tagulan. Gitara ko ay aking dadalhin upang sa ulang na lang tayo magkantahan. Ang mga bata ngayon lang isinilang, may hangin pa kayang matitikman. May mga puno pa kaya silang aakyatin, may mga ilog pa kayang lalamuyan. Bakit di natin pag-isipan ang nangyayari sa ating kapaligiran? Hindi nga masama ang pag-unlad kung hindi nakakasira ng kalikasan. Darating ang panahon, mga ibong dala ay wala nang madadapuan. Masdan mo ang mga punong dati ay kay tatag, ngayon'y namamatay dahil sa ating kalukuhan. Lahat ng bagay na narito sa lupa, biyayang galing sa Diyos kahit nung ika'y wala pa. Ingatan natin at huwag nang sirain pa, pagkat pag kanyang linawin ay mawawala na. Mayroon lang akong hinihiling sa aking pagmanaw, sana ay tagulan. Gitara ko ay aking dadalhin upang sa ulang na lang tayo magkantahan.
Did you understand the message of the song? It is about our environment. This song is for reflection of what we will discuss for this morning or for today. Let's begin. Deforestation, overpopulation, ozone depletion, air pollution, and garbage dumping are some of the environmental problems that we are experiencing today. They are also major factors that contribute to global warming. So, what is global warming? The global warming, or the greenhouse effect, it is the gradual increase in the overall temperature of the Earth's atmosphere, generally attributed to the greenhouse effect caused by the increased levels of carbon dioxide, chlorofluorocarbons, and other pollutants. People release chemicals and substances into the air. These substances are called emissions. Emissions cause air pollution. The air pollution is a mixture of solid particles and gases in the air. Car emissions, chemicals from the factories, dust, pollen, and mold spores may be suspended as particles. Ozone, a gas, is a major part of the air pollution in cities. When forms air pollution, it's also called smog. Now you will see in the video the greenhouse effect. Some solar radiation is reflected by the earth and the atmosphere. Some of the infrared radiation passes through the atmosphere. Some is absorbed and re-emitted in all directions by greenhouse gas molecules. The effect of this is to warm the Earth's surface and the lower atmosphere. Most radiation is absorbed by the Earth's surface and warms it. The infrared radiation is emitted by the Earth's surface. So, because of the greenhouse effect or the global warming, it makes the atmosphere of the Earth warmer. An example of chemicals that we release into the air is chlorofluorocarbon or CFC. CFC is present in products like hairsprays, styrofoams, insecticides, air conditioners, refrigerators, and many more. It is the main cause of the depletion of the ozone layer. The ozone layer is a thin band in the upper part of our layer of the atmosphere. Without it, the ultraviolet or UV rays from the sun will enter the earth. UV rays are the sun's harmful rays. They can cause skin cancer and cataract. They can also increase the temperature of our planet. So, if the ozone layer will be damaged, it can cause many more problems. And what are the toxic waste? In addition to releasing gases and particles into the atmosphere, humans produce waste that they improperly dump in the environment. These hazardous wastes are produced both by major industries and by individuals. Chemicals used by plants and factories often create dangerous forms of waste which may cause critical illness to humans and animals. On the screen, you will see the different toxic waste like cleaners, pool, and spa chemicals, garden chemicals like pesticides and fertilizers, fluorescent lights or fluorescent light bulbs and batteries are also toxic waste. The gasoline, used motor oil, and antifreeze, butane, propane, and gas, oil-based paints, stains, and strippers. So these are all hazardous toxic waste. The overpopulation. The overpopulation also contributes to the destruction of the environment. More people means more emissions, more garbage, and less resources. As the population increases, the demand for water, food, and land also increases. The pressure to come up with these resources is put on the environment. Trees are cut down for more wood to be used in building houses as fuel. Meanwhile, more forests are converted into real estates to meet the growing needs for houses. According to the United Nations Population Division, the world population is still continually growing faster. And in the latest Philippine National Statistics, the population of the Philippines is almost 110 million. The next one is deforestation. Deforestation is the destruction of forests due to excessive logging or cutting of trees. These trees are the sources of food for both man and animals. They also provide shelter to many animals. Aside from these, trees release oxygen, which our body takes in as we inhale, and absorb carbon dioxide. When forests are destroyed, there will be less oxygen and more carbon dioxide in the air. Carbon dioxide will further increase the temperature of the environment. So, let's think about this. Do you think the overpopulation can affect the quality of life of the people? Why or why not? Are you and your family using products that are harmful to the environment? Can you give examples? Why are they harmful to the environment? Let's try this. Try to find the words we discussed today. The words may be found horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. Write down on your paper the words when you have found them. An example is given to guide you. So this is a puzzle, and you will see the word deforestation. Now, there are other more words that you can find in the puzzle. Start looking for other words and write it down on your paper. I will give you at least 1 minute to do so. Are you done? You finish? Let's now find it out on the next slide. These are the correct answers and the awards that you can see in the puzzle. Ozone depletion, aside from deforestation, emission, global warming, waste products, and overpopulation. If you got all these answers correctly, very good. Now, let's continue our lesson and go to another topic. Let's learn about the acid rain formation. Acid rain is any rainfall that has an acidity level beyond what is normal. Simply put, it is the rainwater that is more acidic than normal. Acidity is measured using a pH scale with the number 7 being neutral. A substance with a pH value of less than 7 is acidic, while one with a value greater than 7 is basic. What causes acid rain? The primary causes of acid rain are sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide. Sulfur dioxide comes from the power plants that use coal as their fuel, while nitrogen oxide comes from the cars and exhaust fumes emitted by factories. They make the rain acidic. These chemicals are carried by the rain to the ground. What are the effects of the acid rain? Acid rain has harmful effects on both people and the natural ecosystems of the world. It has made numerous lakes so acidic that they no longer support fish populations. Acid rain is also thought to be responsible for the decline of many forest ecosystems worldwide. Acidic water ruins plant nutrients, reducing the plant's ability to survive and to give life to other organisms. So, like what are you seeing now in your screen? The acid rain kills the trees. It can also kill the plant's ability to survive and give life to other organisms in the water. Now, let's see what you have learned. How much did you learn from this lesson? To find out, answer the test that I will show you on the next page. You are given some words inside the box. Match the word with the correct sentence that best describes it. Write the letter of the word in the blank before the sentence that correctly describes it. So now, just write down your answer on your paper. The words in the inside the box are A. Super dioxide, B. Overpopulation, C. Ozone layer, D. 6 billion, E. 76.5 million, G. Acid rain, F. Nitrogen, H. CFC or chlorofluorocarbon, and K. Deforestation, and J. pH scale. Question number 1. It causes skin cancer and cataract on humans. Number 2. It prevents ultraviolet rays from entering the earth. Number 3. These may cause less oxygen and more carbon dioxide in the air. Number 4. It is the scale that we use to measure the acidity of a substance. Number 5. It affects the environment and the quality of life of the people. Number 6. It has an acidity level of pH 5.6 and below. 7. It is the leading cause of ozone depletion. For numbers 8 and 9, what are the primary causes of acid rain? And number 10, what is the estimated human population of the Philippines year 2020? So you may write down your answer for the your answer number 10. Just don't mind the options inside the box. Now, you finish? Let's answer and check your paper. The correct answer for number 1 is UV rays. The UV rays of the sun, when they enter the earth, may cause cataract and skin cancer on humans. Number 2 is letter C, or ozone layer. The ozone layer prevents the ultraviolet rays of the sun from entering the earth. 3. Deforestation. When the forests are destroyed due to excessive cutting of trees, there are less oxygen and more carbon dioxide in the air. Number 4. J. pH scale. The pH scale is used to measure the acidity of a substance. Number 5. B. Overpopulation. Overpopulation affects the environment and the quality of life of the people. Number 6. G. Acid rain. Acid rain has an acidity level of pH 5.6 and below. Number 7. CFC or chlorofluorocarbon. Letter H. It is the leading cause of ozone depletion. For numbers 8 and 9, the correct answer is A and F. The sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide. Sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide are the primary causes of acid rain. And number 10, it is 110 million. The estimated human population of the Philippines today, of year 2020. Did you get all your correct answers? If that's so, you get and it perfectly, you are very good. Let's continue for the next slide for your reflection. On your paper, write down your reflection of what you understand. Naunawaan ko na. And the second one is nabatid ko na. Now I know. Okay, just write your answer on your paper and we will check that on the next meeting that we will set up virtually. Remember, that is what learning. That is what learning is. You suddenly understand something you've understood all your life, but in a new way. Thank you so much. I hope you learned our lesson for today, and God bless you. Let's meet on some other time, and I hope that you learn something new today. Goodbye and thank you. God bless.